How do you do, everybody? Welcome to baseball action. The Wilmette Waves take on the Evanston Naturals, and yet another game between the two. To say these two teams have gotten to know each other is a little bit of an understatement. Eddie Harvey leading it off for the Wilmette Waves. Second to win strike. We here at Evanston, we can't shoot through that netting. It just doesn't work. We kind of get those wonderful little boxes all over the screen. And strike three. On away. Here's Anthony Calarco. Top of the first inning. Yet another game on our network. Ground ball, third baseman over to first. Quickly 2 up, 2 down. And Cam Redding, the batter. A strike on the outside corner. Baseball action moving along here in the summer. Our first football game of the season will be Neutral and York. And that's not too far away. And fouled away. And another one fouled off. And yet another one. Ground ball to third, over to first, and bounces on the bag in time. And we're down in the top half of the first inning. No score between Wilmette and Evanston as the Naturals come to bat. And strike one. Swing and a miss, strike. You look at the pitch on the way outside the ball. Griff Ryan on the mound for Wilmette. And a ball inside. Another ball. And a hot ground ball, third baseman. Over the first in time, 1 up, 1 down. Here's Noah Leap. Ryan gets his sign from Strickland. And a ball. Don Strickland behind the plate today. Strike. And soft little liner taken for the out. 2-away. And Adam Geibel, the batter. And a ground ball. Second baseman over to first, and both teams go quietly in the first and the end of one. No score between Wilmette and Evanston. We'll be back with more on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Cell phone in one hand, ticket in the other. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the second inning. Patrick Gentleman leading it off. And fouls one off. Gentleman, Nathan Shapiro, and Brian Kerwin due up. And strike. And off to the right side. Foul. Ground ball second to first. One away. Nathan Shapiro, the batter. It's been many a storied game, even this year, between the Wildkits and the Trevians. Evanston and New Trier have a long history of rivalry. Remember the 2011 game here at Evanston. And of course this year's game at Northwestern University. Last year's games were pretty exciting. Swing and a miss. Strike. And make it a foul ball. And a ball low and outside. Epler on the mound today for the Naturals of Evanston. And ball four. So Shapiro aboard, and here's Brian Kerwin. Of course, the famous face shot on Zach Martin. He got hit in the face by a fastball. Was here on this field. These teams, the rivalry goes back to 1901 in baseball. And New Trier Open. Strike. Swing and a miss strike. There goes the runner. Stolen base for Shapiro. And strike three on Kerwin. Matt Roth, the batter. Swing and a miss strike. Top of the second inning. pitch high ball. Yeah, that. Thinking back on all the games between these two. For some reason, games stick out. You know, you get it in your head. Of course, now it's been 32 years that I've been in the television end of things. And some of the games that have come back and kind of remember. And throw hit by the pitch. So 2 out, 2 on for Wilmette. And Aaron Stewart, the batter. Foul ball. Threaten the runners back. Keep them honest. They weren't going anywhere, though. Top of the second inning. And fouled away. And we've got a little bit of a northeast breeze today. Keeping things on the pleasant side weather-wise. If not a little bit chilly. And strike 3. So Aaron Stewart caught looking, and we're done with the top half of the second inning. No score between Wilmette and Evanston. And Joe Epler leading it off. Takes a pitch high at the letters for a strike. And this one's a little too high a ball up in the ice. Connie Mack baseball, wooden bat league. Pitches high a ball. And strike. And in the dirt, a ball. And ball 4. So leadoff walk to Epler and Charlie Gruner, the batter. Courtesy runner for the pitcher. And ball outside. Both pitchers, big boys. 6'4", 6'5" area. There's a strike. Draw to first, runner back. Bottom of the second inning. Again, the throw over there. And the runner back. And in the eyes inside a ball. Now the brush back. Stayed inside. There goes the runner. There goes the throw. They got him. So caught stealing, the courtesy runner. And strike three. And quickly now they're 2 away. Here's Native. Swinging a bit strike. And a pitch high ball. And low and away a ball. Griff Ryan. Lovers. Strike on the outside corner. And strike three, and we're done with a second. And still no score between Wilmette and Evanston. We'll be back with more. The home of high school sports on the North Shore. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Play hard, practice harder. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Move along to the top of the third inning. Peyton Birch letting it off. Swing and a miss. Strike. Strike two. Both teams doing the extra hitter today. One of the summer baseball deals to get everybody at bats. Get more players at bats, so not going to be everybody, but more. A little pop-up foul and taken for the out. And one away. Here's Don Strickland. Yeah, that one's fouled away for a strike. Had a ball one. Swing and a miss, strike. Ground ball. Shortstop over to first. And one away. Or two away. And Eddie Harvey, the batter. Pitch low and outside the ball. Kind of lost my place a little bit. Outside the ball. Back to the top of the batting order. Eddie Harvey, the center fielder, leadoff bat for Wilmette. Foul tip, got a little piece of it. Low and outside a ball. And ball four. So Harvey aboard via the walk, and here's Anthony Calarco. goes the runner. Stolen base for Harvey. Uncontested. Second stolen base of the ball game for the Waves. And a ball. And fouled away. One of the Evanston players asked me, I suppose that's a pretty good question. This is Connie Mack League Baseball. Who was Connie Mack? Pitch was low ball. Connie Mack was a catcher in the 1800s, but his real claim to fame was he was an owner and the manager of what is now the Oakland A's when they were in Philadelphia. Just about their entire time they were in Philadelphia. Ball 4, Larco, and here's Cam Redding. And the stadium in Philadelphia, the old original ball field for many years, from I want to say 1909 to about 1970 or so, for many years was known as Connie Mack Stadium. Knocked down by the pitcher Epler, then throws to first and Cam Redding's out. And we're done with the top half of the third inning. And Wilmette and Evanston scoreless. And Steve Brown leads off the bottom of the third. Connie Mack, an original for nothing else. He was one of the early members of the Hall of Fame. Managed the Philadelphia Athletics from 1901 to 1950, I want to say 1952 or 53. Over 50 years he was the manager. Strike three. And Steve Brown out. Here's Barbetto. And ball. Well, I've been doing this long enough that those long years, where somebody says, well, they were, he did this for 50 years or whatever. Like Connie Mack. I'm getting close to equaling him now. That'll be my 47th year in high school sports this year. Ground ball, shortstop, over to first and tied. 2 up, 2 down, and Chris Wolf, the batter. So longevity no longer has the same meaning to me as other people. Pitch outside the ball. And a little squibber fall. Bottom of the third. A little soft liner taken by the second baseman. And we're down with 3. And Evanston and Wilmette. Still no score. We'll be back with more. You are watching the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Sportsmanship, it's a learned behavior. Practice it. A message into public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 4th inning. Patrick Gentleman leading it off. Pitch blowing outside the ball. And low ball. Jolowin, Shapiro, and Kerwin again. Second time in the ball game that the three have been the initial batters in an inning. Ball 4. And Jolowin aboard at first. And here's Nathan Shapiro. Time called. And the pitch low, a ball. And a ball. 2-0. Inside the ball. Yeah, strike to Nathan Shapiro. And ball 4. So 2 walks lead off the top of the 4th inning. And Brian Kerwin, the batter. And strike 1. The Kerwin. Joe bunt. Popped up fault. Runners pulled in at the corners. Fielders pulled in at the corners. Runners with their lead. And again, Epler checks the runners. Kerwin showing bunt. Pulled it back. Pitch a low ball. Low and outside. Again showing bunt. Throw back to second. Runner safe. Pulls it back and half swing, strike 3. 1 away. And Matt Roth, the batter. He was hit by a pitch last time up. Batting here. Now ball. And outside a ball. Throw back there, and they might have even had him had they held on to the ball, but They didn't, and he's back safe. One of the problems of this screen is that it wreaks havoc with our focus. And netting. Beyond the fact that you get a lot of squares in the way here. And strike. High pop-up on the infield. Second baseman going to call for it. Infield fly rule applied and 2 down. And Kyle Capone batting for Aaron Stewart here. Swinging a strike. Well, both pitchers at this point are working on no-hitters. We're in the 4th. Go to second, again the runner back. Swing and a miss, strike. And in the dirt, a ball. Two out, 2 out. Both via gifts of walks to lead off the inning here. They're still there with 2 away. And 3 away. So we're halfway home in the ball game. And a real pitcher's duel going on. No score between Wilmette and Evanston. Griff Ryan delivers outside of ball 1. Swinging a bit strike. 1-1. Yeah, that 2011 game between these two, I remember well because the batting instructor for the St. Louis Cardinals came up and asked me on that game. Wanted more information on Charlie Tilson. Of course, that's who drafted Charlie after Tilson hit a tremendous triple to the gap in right center. Fly ball to center. Center back and out. 1 away. Yeah, Tilson hit a triple that, with his speed, might have even been an inside the Parker with a little bit of just a little more time. That's a ball. After that, they intentionally walked Tilson the rest of the way. side of the ball. And this year, of course, we had the same thing in that 18-11 slugfest at Northwestern, strike 3. And 2 away. No lead, the batter. With Anthony Clarko. Clarko, 4 doubles to 4 different fields. And they walked him, intentional walk. Ground ball, second to first, and a quick 1-2-3. We're done with 4 and still no score and no hits between the two teams. We'll be back. The North Suburb Sports Center. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. If you can't see the other driver, they can't see you. At dusk, dawn, or night, make sure you turn on your lights. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 5th inning. And still a pitcher's duel. Peyton Birch leading off the top of the 5th. My mind was spinning after reminiscing about Tilson, and came back with those 2000, I want to say 2003, 2004 games. Evanston Naturals was cruising along till he got to the sectional. I want to say the sectional, super sectional. And suddenly the Trevians had their problems. I remember the Nutria parents' comments to me on those games. Wow, are not very complimentary. That was kind of the beginning of the era of parents that, when things went wrong, blamed it on everybody else but their own kid for the success or failure. Don Strickland, the batter, as Peyton Birch. Not only did he get the single, but has gotten to second here. And that age has really not changed. A little bunt attempt right at the first baseman charging in for the out. Back to the top of the batting order, Eddie Harvey, the batter. And pitch high, a ball. Threatened to steal. Swinging a bit strike. Eddie Harvey. Had a little trouble with the signs. Now Epler's ready. And fly ball. To left, taking for the out. And here's Anthony Clarko. 2 out, runner at second. 5th inning. There goes the runner. And the pass ball. I don't know if you call that a stolen base or a pass ball. I guess they Oh, ground ball, shortstop. Over to first, and we're done with the top half of the fifth inning. And we still don't have any score. Adam Geibel leading it off. And strike. And fouled away. And a ball. And a base hit to right. Single for Geibel. And both leadoff men in the fifth inning got aboard via singles. Here's Joe Epler. Ball. And boy, did that one have movement to it. Strike. Join us for sports action all season long here on the network. Ground ball second to first. Advances the runner, though. Got all over to second. And Charlie Gruner, the batter. And the ball one. They look back. The pitch outside the ball. And the ball. And ball four. So Gruner aboard via the walk, 2 on, 1 out. And Native, the batter. And a ball 1. Bottom of the fifth. Ball game moving along here. Moving a little faster earlier in the ball game than it is now. Here's strike. And a ball low. Runners with their late. Griff Ryan gets his sign from Strickland. They look back a couple of times. And long enough to call time. Now we're ready again. And outside a ball. And ball 4. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. And Steve Brown, the batter, and he sends a fly ball. Right fielder has it for the out. And runner tags. And comes home in time. And everybody advances on up. And it is 1-0. Evanston. And Matt Barbado batter. Outside for a ball. Or bottom. I said that wrong. Sorry about that. So Evanston. One hit, but a couple of walks and gifts, and they came back to haunt Wilmette here in the bottom of the fifth. Outside of ball. And Evanston leads 1-0. Evanston 1 run on 1 hit. No turn, no runs on 1 hit. Or, I'm sorry, Wilmette. I did it again. Every time I goof up like that, I put a couple of coins in the charity. The charity jar. Little pop-up. Taken for the out. And we're done with the inning. But at the end of 5, it's Evanston 1 and Wilmette nothing. We'll be back. The Metro Chicago Sports Network. Drinking alcohol on the sidelines or in the stands is never appropriate. Think before you drink. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 6th inning. And Wilmette now chasing a run. Yeah, the ball high and tight. Cam ready. Leading off the inning. Cam had a great spring. And strike. As the high school team made it to the Final Four. Cam's batting a big part of that. A little comebacker. In self-defense. Epler stabbed it over the first in time. And Patrick Jellowin, the batter. And a ball. I take that back. That's not Epler. New pitcher on the mound. And a ball outside. And ground ball. Third baseman has it over to first. 2 up, 2 down. And Nathan Shapiro, the batter. Lock and low. Side of ball. And low and away. Ball. Pitch high for the ball. You know, earlier I was talking about Connie Mack, the fact that he was manager for the A's for 50 plus years. And I was just reminded here of the New Trier football coach who was there for 46 years. Take that back, 42 years. He was there for 42 years. And now I realize I've got the man beat. I've been in high school sports longer than he was at New Trier. By 5 years, I've got him beat now. Stolen base for Shapiro after he was walked. And Brian Kerwin batting. And strike on the inside corner. And a ball. And a ball inside. And ball 4. So Kerwin aboard via the walk and 2-man on with 2 out. And Matt Roth, the batter. Throw to second, runner back. And he's hit by the pitch. And the bases are loaded. And the magic of baseball. In the summer, Kyle Capote, the batter. And pitch high, a ball. I'm not sure how this has come to be, but Kyle Capone is batting before Peyton Birch, but Peyton Birch was batting previously before Capone. But whatever. It's summer baseball. There's a strike. So Capone batting for Aaron Stewart in this situation instead of the extra hitter. And ball 4, and that walks home the run. And that ties up the ball game. Peyton Burke, a little bunt single. And another run home. And Wilmette leads it 2-1. Don Strickland, the batter. Ground ball. And that's an infield single. Another run home. And Evan Hummel, courtesy runner for Strickland. Back to the top of the batting order, Eddie Harvey, fly ball. And center fielder waits, takes it for the out. But the Wilmette Waves do a little damage here and lead this one as we go to the bottom half of the frame. We go to the bottom half of the sixth. Strike one. Chris Wolf, the batter. And a ball. New pitcher on the mound for the Waves. And Andrew Cost. And a ball. And ball four. So Chris Wolf aboard. Trying to keep my scorebook correct here. So the first runner back. Ground ball, shortstop. Long throw in time. One away. On the play, the courtesy runner over to second. Back to the top of the batting order. Yeah, the ball. Bottom of the sixth inning. Watch this game on demand on YouTube. It's strike. And ground ball. Shortstop bobbles it. Everybody's safe. A whoopsie. And two aboard with one out. And Noah Leap, the batter. Strike. (3-1). Wilmette leads Evanston. Bottom of the sixth inning. And fly ball. Left fielder over. Has it for the out. 2 down. Adam Geibel, the batter. And a ball one. Geibel 1 for 2 on the day. Little ground ball, shortstop will flip over to second for the out. And we're done with 6. And Wilmette leading this one 3-1. We'll be back with more. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Granting prevention for teenage drinking is never acceptable. A message into public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Anthony Calarco leading it off for Wilmette. Wilmette leading this one over Evanston 3-1. Galarco switch hitter, batting right-handed. Gets a lefty. And takes a pitch low ball. Third pitcher of the day for the Naturals of Evanston. That's the problem when you do this for so long. You're so used to calling teams by their high school names that every time you mention the team, at least for me, I've got to keep on in my head correcting myself. High pop-up, falling back and out of play. And up over the second baseman for the single. And Cam Redding, the batter. Fourth hit of the ball game for Wilmette. Everybody, both teams. There goes Galarco and dead to rights. That had to be a contact play. The only thing I can think of. Galarco wouldn't have been going like that if it wasn't. And the ball gets away. So one out, nobody on. Nobody had a hit till the fifth inning in this one. And it really hasn't been much hitting at all in the ball game. Real pitcher's duel today. And a little ground ball. One bouncer to the shortstop, over to first. 2 up, 2 down. And Patrick Jolowin, the batter. Here's the strike. And the ball gets away. Wild pitch. Although it's not counted as that. Nobody on base. It's a strike. Strike three. So we move along to the bottom half of the seventh inning. And Wilmette leading this one 3-1. And leading it off is Joe Epler. Epler, the starting pitcher, stayed in the ballgame. And a base hit. Right back up the middle. Only second hit of the ball game for the Naturals of Evanston. Charlie Gruner, the batter. Swinging a miss, strike. Third pitcher of the ball game for Wilmette and Pete Burnside. Look over to first. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike. Might have gotten a little piece of that one. I guess he must have. And Pitch low in the dirt. But Strickland stays. And checks. And the ball gets away. On over to second. Goes Epler. And pitch high a ball. Well, based on the summer, I'd say New Trier next year might have some pretty solid pitching. Strike three. And Gunnar down, native. The batter. And he fouls one off. Well, and Boston, they have the green monster. Here in Evanston, they have the blue monster. It's only 301 down the left field line, but the big fence there. Yeah, ball. And strike three. So 2 out, and it's all up to Steve Brown. He takes a strike out of the inside corner. And a high bounder, second baseman bobbled it, stayed with it, picks it up, throws, and got him. And the ball game is all over. And the Wilmette Waves win this one over the Evanston Naturals. Our line scores off there for Wilmette: 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. They were struck out 6 times, walked 8. Wilmette left 10 on base and had 3 stolen bases. For the Evanston Naturals, 1 run on just 2 hits. No errors for Evanston. They were struck out 6 times, same as Wilmette. They were walked just 4 by Wilmette pitchers and 5 left on base. So that'll do it for us for this ball game. Watch this game again on demand at any time on YouTube. And for all of us here at the network, we say as always, thanks for watching and so long.